Hello, hello. I don't want to end stream. Don't want to end stream. Don't want to end stream. Oh, well, this is our countdown, I guess, to the beginning. The beginning. The beginning. The beginning. I'm killing time because apparently there's a bit of a time lag between telling it to start and not. Anyway, we have some people on board, I think. I hope. But they're not seeing them. Where are you? Oh, uh, uh, uh. Hello, everybody. Gosh, oh golly, we're all here already. And you might have noticed that I'm here tonight. I wasn't here last week, and I know you missed me. I could hear you all crying. Oh, sad. Anyway, I think I'm much better than I was last week. What happened? I think I got somewhat seriously dehydrated on Monday, and I spent all of Tuesday and certainly all of Wednesday just laying in bed dozing, and well, dozy people do that. They're having naps, and I just wasn't with it at all. Um, I know it's difficult to tell. I just want to get that in before you guys do. So anyway, we're all on the mend. Drank copious amounts of water. So we're all sort of good. And for those of you that know a bit more, my um, epilepsy is pretty much dead, I think. Um, Helen went to see the doctor on just the two of them, and they came to the conclusion that the medicine that I was given and had been taken was too much. So it was sort of my body's was trying to correct it and get over it and get myself well, and the medication was doing quite the opposite. So I've been 2 weeks, I think now, on not much medication, and it's different again, different world. I think I'm on the way back. Well, I hope so. I don't know if everybody thinks the same. I'm sure you do. You're all lovely people, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Correct? Correct. I would ask all of those in favours to put their hand up, but that's going to be a fat lot of good, isn't it? I don't know that because I don't know who's waving at me or who's giving me a one finger, two finger salute. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? As long as we're all enjoying ourselves. I've got this funny person that keeps calling, "Hi, darling, looking good." I don't know who she is, but I'd love to meet her. Perhaps she could take me out to dinner one night. She took me out to lunch today, so anyway, that's my darling guest. Yep, and woo-ha, yeah, indeed. Okay, I suppose we could make a start. Have a mouthful of water, lube the tubes, so to speak. And it is only water. I know that because I can see the bottom of the cup. See, I'm clever like that, you know. So let's all get sat down or laid down or wherever down is for you for this to be nice and comfortable. And make sure your phones are turned off, or not for my sake, for your sake, because if they ring, I won't hear it anyway. How about that for caring, loving? Yeah, seriously, make sure your phones are turned off and you're somewhere where you're not likely to be interrupted or thrown off balance. It's not a nice feeling if you're in a deep meditation and suddenly a bell rings. It's not pleasant, let's put it that way. So, are we all ready to go? Are we ready to Hands up. I got my hands up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's go then. Okay. So I think I'm getting back to my normal daft self. That'll be nice. That'll be good. Okay. On a more serious note, let's start some healing. Because I'm sure there's 1,000 or 2,000, 100,000, millions of people that could benefit from it. Apart from our own selves, perhaps. Okay. Let us begin. Let's start by taking a nice deep breath inwards. Just take your time, there's no rush. Take your time, take a deep breath in and feel it going down through your throat, your lungs and your torso. And it comes to rest in your tum. And it just literally comes to rest. It's still active, but nothing like it was going to be. Just in that corner of your tummy. And you become aware of that energy from that breath, from that healing energy, just to begin to have a slight effect on how you're feeling, how you're thinking, how you're feeling, probably the main thing at the moment. So let's let go of that breath now, or whatever breath is inside you. Just exhale it, and as you do, you also feel some of the negativity, some of the darkness, the shadow that is perhaps inside of you. You begin to feel that gradually dissipating and disappearing. And it goes back to where the healing energy comes from, where it is changed and transmuted into the healing energy that we're using. So let's take another nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath in. And then as you do so, again, you notice that as it goes down through your torso to your body, to the deepest part of your tum, that it begins to feel beautifully warm and comfortable. And there's no sort of negativity about it at all. It just feels superb, beautiful. And I wish I'd be like this all day, some of you think. Well, you can. And just be aware of it going around your body, all over your body, from the inside. And there are places where it will just stop for a little while. It will stop moving, but it will be very active in some of those areas. And gradually you feel yourself begin to lighten. You begin to feel lighter yourself, completely. And let's now exhale any breath that's still inside you. And be aware of that leaving, becoming transmuted, and becoming into beautiful healing energy. And let's take a last breath in. And you notice that each time you take a breath in, you can take more. You have a bigger capacity for it. And as before, you feel this breath going right through your body and bringing such an amazing feeling of peace and calmness, almost indescribable. It's just so beautiful being in this place. where you know you're perfectly safe. You are sitting with a lot of others in a huge ball of energy, and we each have our own, and gradually they begin to come together. But before that, we'll just take that last exhale of breath, and again you can feel all the rubbish and trauma and stress of the day and all that stuff that you could do without, all that sort of energy. And now let's just exhale that last breath. And this finally gets rid of all the negativity and all the stress inside of you, all the bad thoughts you have, all the bad words in anger aimed at you or you at others. We just realize and accept that those are gone. They are not of who we are. It's not the people we are now. The people we are now are the people that are almost bursting at the seams with this amazing healing energy. And as you get used to the feeling of this much energy inside of you, of healing energy, it is for you initially to just take a couple of minutes and just allow it to do what it's meant to do. And that's to bring you down back to a beautiful, comfortable space where all is clear. There's no negativity. It's just about accepting people and things and incidents that happen. Sometimes they just happen. So you just go with it and we move on. We don't hang on to that negativity. We let that go. And now we can radiate that healing energy away from us. It's like water coming out of a hose. There is plenty of healing energy there. It will never run out because it is a gift from the universe. It is always there for you to use whenever you wish, on yourself or others. So we'll start with other people. Okay, and any family or friends, loved ones, just offer them if they want to become a part of what you're doing. Send them an invite. They don't have to do it, it's okay. But they may just be interested enough to come and join you. And then we could go perhaps a little bit further than close friends and family. We could go out to friendships and people we meet in the street and just say hello to every morning. Complete strangers. We invite them to be a part of this healing energy for their own benefit and for others. And if there's specific people in mind, Just quietly, just ask if it's appropriate to send the energy to those people. And remember, you are inviting them to be a part of it. It's not a command or an order. It's just a suggestion. If they're open to it or not, that's fine. So if it helps, just sit with your eyes shut while you're radiating this energy outwards. And we don't have to limit it to people. We can send it to any living creature on our planet. Perhaps let's start with our domesticated animals, our pets, the cats and the dogs and birds and anything else that we may have deem as a pet that we're looking after. Just cover them in the blue healing energy as well. And if they feel uncomfortable, they will probably shake and move away. If they feel happy, they'll just stay where they are. And let's keep going a bit further now. Let's perhaps go out to domesticated farm animals, or the ones that run free as well, or the cows, perhaps the horses, birds, fish in all of our oceans. Let's just say everything, every living creature. They're all just as important as the others and as important as us. That we can share that healing energy with all those creatures. We must also remember all of the creatures of the ocean. All the creatures of the ocean, the rivers, the lakes, any sort of waterway, they have the offer as well. And as I say, it's same for pets. Some will shake and move away, and some will just perhaps have a shake and stay where they are. Because they don't know why, but they just, for this period in time, feel content, at ease. Let me ask this healing energy contributes towards cleansing up our oceans and our waterways again to the real natural state that they should be. And then lastly, or penultimately, let's think of the birds that greet us every morning with the bird song. And all the ones fly freely to wherever they have to go, to wherever they have to go to find their food for themselves and the young. And finally, we send healing information. Yes, information available to all of our plants and trees, anything growing. That's the best way to put that. Whether it's in a flower pot on your windowsill or a tree growing wild in the forest. And they too will understand this energy that has come for them. Some will take it, some won't. We all have freedom of choice with that one. And in that, we don't force it on anyone. Just let them know it's there. So now we've created an amazing vision for our planet and for all the creatures that live on it and in it. Then let's just spend a few minutes sending the healing energy to the troubled places on our planet at the moment. We're not giving it to some people don't want it. It will make them react even more. So just those that could experience it from it in a good way. And we think also of the actual planet itself, how it is being bombed and almost knocked out of shape in sometimes. See if we can create a picture in our mind of our planet after we have sent out, or while we are sending out all the healing energy to wherever it is needed. And in doing so, it creates a vision in our mind for us to cherish. Just seeing what can be done with the healing energy for those that want it, for those that will use it for a good cause. So let's spend the last few minutes actually being in that vision that you can see, that you have created. And as you're there, just be aware of what is going on around you and how people are dealing with it, coming to terms with it, enjoying it, whatever their path might be. And just one last picture. You create a picture in your mind of all the nurses in hospitals and the people that are bringing the injured into these hospitals. Let's just they have the facilities and the energy to carry on, trying to save as many souls as they can with what little they have. Just let's see the healing energy really busy, working really hard in that scenario. And again, It's an invitation for all. For all of us to choose whether we want it or not. Then we do not force it on others. So just hold that vision for a short while. And lastly, just before we finish for this evening, I'd just like to thank all of you that's been sending us healing, myself and especially Helen. She's had the rough end of the stick, I reckon. Helping me through this, which has been damn right scary at times, but it's just lovely to have someone like that standing next to you. Okay, so thank you all for your time, your energy, your input, and just thanks for being here in general, really. So we'll be here next week, the same time, same place, etc., etc., etc. There probably may be 1 or 2 weeks we may not be around, but we'll see what we can do towards the first, second week in November. But look out for the reminder, and I'll try and do it more than an hour earlier. Anyway, do have a wonderful evening, morning, or whatever time of day it is. Just have a good one. All right? Thank you so much. Lovely. See you later. Bye.